saving his son from a potential Trump-appointed Pam Bondi AG that might go after him for his gun charges, IRS, and drug stuff, when in fact, he's doing this because why would he make it effective all the way back to 2014 if he's not trying to cover all of the Biden's asses and the dirty deals they did in Ukraine, Russia, China, all those energy companies that his dear old Sonny Pie was on the board or worked for? That's what he just did. And you and I have been saying that for the last couple years. When everybody said, he's not going to pardon his son, that would look bad. What did we say? Yes, he will. He'll pardon him in the 11th hour. And he just did it.
Yeah, it's not even the 11th hour. He's even waited, holiday weekend on a Sunday night.
Well, he had to do it before he was going to get sentenced on the 12th in 10 days, right? Yeah. His sentencing. So he had to do it before the sentencing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just unbelievable. The whole thing, we sit back, shake our heads. It's all connected. I really like the way you just tied it all together. It's just, yeah, you're just spot on. We've been talking about Ukraine now for a number of years, and it really came out when President Trump had that phone call with Zelensky. At that point in time, it seemed like Russia changed immediately to, God, Trump's talking about Ukraine. We've got to get him. We've got to stop him. We don't want him to dig into what's going on over there. Immediately, they start going after an impeachment charge against President Trump, some made-up scam. We still don't know who the whistleblower was that was on this phone call that President Trump made, that he released, that there was nothing wrong with. So for some reason, Ukraine's been a real hot spot for a number of years. And as you mentioned, in 2014, Obama went in there and really blew everything up and inserted a new president over Ukraine himself. And so with Victoria Nuland there running the show now for years. And so it's outrageous. I saw Jake Sullivan, Jake the Snake Sullivan, who works for Biden, on the talk shows yesterday morning, and he's saying how, we need to get as much money and arms to Ukraine as we can before the January 20th. You're like, what's going on? And he made it sound like, and Joe Biden has asked me to do this. And I'm like, Joe Biden's not asking you to do this. He doesn't know who you are anymore. The guy's out to lunch. Of course, this pardon wasn't really even Joe. I just don't think Biden's got the mental capability to even put this together. And so who is really running the thing? This entire episode in American history is an absolute nightmare for all of us. We've lived through it somehow. Thank God President Trump won the election to bring back some civility and common sense to the to America. But this Ukraine stuff's been a nightmare. I think there's definitely, Dan, a lot there. I think there's been a lot of money laundering. I think there's a lot of money that's come back to the Bidens and others, Pelosi's, even the Romneys were over there. There was the Clintons.